Terry McAuliffe had voters of color to thank for his narrow victory in Virginia's 2013 gubernatorial election. Black voters, who make up 1/5 of the state's electorate, turned out at the same rate they did for Barack Obama in 2012 and pushed McAuliffe, a Democrat, to victory. Black women, who alone accounted for 11% of the electorate, helped McAuliffe win the overall women's vote even as he lost white women by 16 points. The result suggested that when properly engaged, the Obama electorate, the younger, minority, and female voters who showed up in 2008 and 2012, could turn Virginia blue, even when Obama wasn't at the top of the ticket. 4 years later, a new gubernatorial race is approaching, this time without the term-limited McAuliffe on the ballot. On November 7, voters in Virginia will determine McAuliffe's successor, choosing between Democrat and current Virginia Lieutenant Governor Ralph Northam and former Republican National Committee head Ed Gillespie. Northam holds a slight edge on his opponent in polls, but in order to win in a close race, he'll need voters of color to show up like they did in 2013. To that end, groups focused on civil rights and racial justice are working to encourage minority voters, particularly black voters, to turn out on Election Day, framing the contest as an opportunity to combat racism and white supremacy and send a message to Washington at a moment of high racial anxiety among minority groups. "People are scared, and people are angry," says Adrienne Shropshire, the executive director of Black PAC, which aims to build African American political power across the country. Black PAC, which mobilized voters in support of Hillary Clinton in 2016, has launched a $1.1 million campaign to get African Americans to vote for Northam and other Virginia Democrats running for statewide office. According to the Washington Post, the group will spend $500,000 on digital ads, social media outreach, and mailers. An affiliated nonprofit, the Black Progressive Action Coalition, will invest $600,000 in voter education, including 100 paid canvassers who aim to engage 24,000 black voters ahead of the November election. In total, the two campaigns hope to reach more than 250,000 black Virginians.